guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do my spring soft glam get ready with me. So to start, I already washed and moisturized my face, so I'm going to go in with this Milk Hydro Grip primer, and I'm going to put this all over my T-zone and my smile lines and on my chin. I only use a little bit. A little bit goes a very long way, so do not use a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and rub all of that in, and I'm going to let it sit for about 30 seconds just so it can kind of sink into my skin. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix and shake up my Born This Way and my Light Illusion foundation. I'm going to mix those two together, so I'm going to shake those. And then I'm going to go in with my ColourPop concealer, and I'm just going to put that into or on any of my little imperfections that I feel like are a little bit more red, and I'm just going to dab that in with my finger. I'm not going to rub it all in, I'm just going to dab it on. So once I mix those two foundations together, I'm going to put that on with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender, and I'm going to blend all of that in. So I'm just going to put this on my entire face, down my neck, except for my forehead. I'm not going to put it on my forehead. As you can see, there's not much room from my eyebrows to my edges. There's not much room. I have a very small forehead, so I'm not going to put any foundation on there. So I also feel like what helps with my foundation is when I do not put foundation on my forehead, my face feels less cakey. And I do like that about not having to put foundation on my forehead. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to go back in with that concealer, and I'm going to conceal under my eyes, my lids, a little bit on my forehead, nose, chin, and that is all. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that in with another beauty blender from Real Techniques, and I am going to go ahead and do that. So with this concealer, I'm going to bring it down to my smile lines. I feel like my smile lines can get a little bit dark personally, so I'm going to go ahead and bring that down so that it kind of connects and highlights and disappears kind of the dark areas. So then I'm going to go in with another concealer that's a little bit lighter. This is in Shape Tape. I'm going to conceal a little bit more in the inner corners and high points of my face. I feel like under my eyes, they're very dark, so I try to highlight that as best as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and blend all of that out. And then once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and take this SEPHORA MICROSMOOTH setting powder. This stuff is amazing. It makes your foundation and your face look flawless. So I'm going to use a Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to apply that everywhere on the face except for the highlighted areas. So on a majority of my face and down my neck is where I will put it. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and use this Fenty Beauty setting powder in the color Banana, and I'm just going to highlight and set those concealed areas. So just under my eyes, the smile lines, just my forehead a little bit, my chin and my nose, and I'm going to go ahead and set my lids as well, because we're going to use that concealer and that setting powder as a base for our foundation. Or not our foundation, but our shadow, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and just that all in together, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my HOOLA Beauty Bronzer, and I'm going to take this Benefits, or not Benefits, what the fuck, what brush is this, Morphe brush, and I'm just going to sculpt out my jawline, my chin. I'm going to do my cheeks and then my forehead. So I'm going to link all the products below, so if I don't mention what number they are and things like that, I will list everything down below. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to take another Morphe brush, and I'm going to contour my nose. So I'm just going to do this down the bridge of my nose and into these kind of already contoured pockets in my eyes, you can see. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and I feel like when you do, you contour the pockets in your nose, it does make your nose look a little bit more snatched. So I'm going to go ahead and use this ABH palette, this contour kit palette, and just sculpt out a little bit and define a little bit of my cheeks just by putting it closest to my hairline, and then kind of connecting it with the bronzer to my forehead, and just doing a little bit on my jawline, and that is all, just a little bit. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and take this NARS blush, and this is in the color Sin. So I'm just going to use this Eco Tools brush, and I'm just going to put this on the apples of my cheeks, and a little bit on my nose just to give me a little bit of a sun-kissed look, just dusting whatever's left over on the brush on my nose, and then kind of connecting it a little bit with the bronzer that's on my forehead. So this brush, honestly, I don't even know how to really describe it. It has kind of like a pointed top, is a little bit more dense. It's just a regular brush I've had for 5 ever, so whatever. So now I'm going to take this Morphe continuing setting spray or continuous setting spray, spray that all over my face, and wait till that sets a little bit. And when it's not completely dry, I'm going to go ahead and use my highlighter. This is Fenty Beauty and HUSTLA Baby. I'm going to use another Morphe brush and just put that on the highest points of my cheeks, right on my forehead, a little bit on my nose, a little bit on my cupid's bow. I don't know why people never told me, back in 2017 when I put an excessive amount of highlight on my top lip. Looking back, that looked crazy as hell, and nobody told me to not do it. So thanks for looking out, guys. And I'm also just going to do it a little bit on my chin. So after that, I'm going to go in with the ABH Soft Glam palette, and I'm going to use the colors Orange Soda and Burnt Orange. And I'm just going to put this all on the crease of the lid. And then after that, I'm going to go in with this color Sienna, another Morphe brush, and I am just going to put this on the outer V. So I'm just going to blend this in, starting off with a little bit, and I'm just going to work this into my outer V, and I'm going to kind of going in circular motions, and I'm just going to do this right there, and then I'm going to bring it in a little bit to the center of the lid. I will use this color again to blend later. So going back in with those orange colors, just kind of blending those two out. That's kind of when I do my eyeshadow, I feel like I'm not that good at it, so I do a lot of time blending, going back and forth with colors. So now I'm going to go into this Cypress Umber color. It's kind of a grayish, brownish, I don't know, color. But I'm going to put this all over my lid. This is a Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to blend all of that in to my lid color, and I'm going to connect it a little bit to the top of where that orangey color is, as well as that sienna color. So going back in with that sienna, I'm going to blend those two colors together, and then I am going to just kind of, like I said, keep that in that outer V. And then I'm going to go in with this Eco Tools little brush, and I'm going to go into the color Golden, and I am going to put this all over my inner corner of my eye, and I'm going to bring it up to where those burnt orange and the nose contour started, and I'm just going to put that all over, and I'm also going to blend it into that Cypress Umber color as well, so everything kind of just looks blended all throughout, with the inner corner, the nose contour, the orange soda, and the burnt orange color. I'm going to just bring that all in together. And then I'm going to use this color Fairy and just take a little bit and just put it on the inner corners of my eyes. And then after that, just doing some more blending. And then I'm going to go in with this NYX brown eyeliner, and I am going to just put this all on the top lid of my eye, just the top, whatever that's called, my top lash line. And I'm only doing this just so my real lashes and my falsies kind of blend a little bit closer together, and look a little bit nicer. I'm not putting this on nice at all. I'm going to buff it out with this brush anyways, so I'm just going to smudge with a Morphe brush, just smudge that all over the lash line. I'm not giving myself a wing or anything like that. I'm just smudging everything to kind of make sure it blends together. So next I'm going to go ahead and just take that setting powder again, and I'm just going to put that underneath my eye so that if there's any fallout, I can catch it. So now I'm going to go back in with that Cypress Umber with an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and I'm just going to smudge that underneath my eyes. I'm going to take that from the outer corner of my eye and just until it meets that golden color. And I'm just going to smudge that out. Like I said, not doing it neat at all. I'm just trying to smudge because I want it to kind of look as smoky as possible, but not a super dark smudgy color. And like I said, that's that Cypress Umber color. So I really wanted to use a cream liner, but I couldn't find mine, so I just took this Q-tip and got the excess brown liner from my top lashes, and I just, you know, smudged it out so it wasn't on my bottom lines. So I'm gonna go ahead and dust off that setting powder, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil, and I'm going to do my brows. Now, you can just tell my brows are just, they're sad and sorry as hell. I don't know what to do with them. I won't let anybody do them. I had a really bad experience, okay, when I was like 12 and I waxed my own eyebrows, and it took off like all the skin, like the first few layers of my skin, and I had huge scars on my face because of it. And it was pretty embarrassing. So I don't know what to do with them. My eyebrows are really, really light. So I dye them usually, and I'll actually make a video on how I dye my eyebrows at home. And I typically dye them, but I haven't done it in a while. So I'm going to go ahead and just use this. And after I've done my brows, you can tell they, sisters not twins, but these bitches don't even look like relatives. So sorry, they just don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and carve out my brows just a little bit with another Morphe brush with that concealer that we used earlier. And I know this is probably not the correct order in which people do makeup, but this is just how I do it, so don't come for me. Next, I'm going to use this AB8 Tinted Brow Gel, and this is in the color Chocolate. Again, I probably should get a darker color or something, but I didn't. I kind of like the dark pencil with the lighter gel. It kind of makes it look a little bit cooler, like gives it some dimension. And I'm going to just take this color, I don't know what color it is, but I'm just going to put that underneath my brow and just give me a little bit of a brow highlight. And I'm going to take just a little bit of it, and I'm going to take that burnt orange colors, those orange colors again, and just kind of make the lid color as well as that highlight just blend a little bit better. I'm going to take that, and then after I do that, I'm going to take these lashes, and they are in the style Tropical. They're from BARB Cosmetics. I will link them in the description. Take my dark duo glue, and then this Fenty, whatever this is, mascara, and I'm just going to put that, only the mascara on my top lashes. Gonna let my lashes dry, put those on, and I'm going to take a different mascara and put it on my lower lashes. The reason why I put a different one on my lower lashes is because this one kind of makes my lower lashes look more individual, whereas when I did that on my top, I wasn't wanting that to happen on my top. So after I do that, my lashes are, I look cockeyed, like I look crazy as hell. My lashes are like lopsided as hell, so I'm gonna try to fix that. And I'm just gonna go in again with that Cypress Umber and just dust that out a little bit more, just deepen that color up a little bit. And then once I do that, I'm going to go in with the MAC liner in Cork, and I'm going to put this on my lips, just line my lips. Now I feel like I don't know, I wasn't really sure what I was trying to do for my lips. I'm a nude girl, I only do nude lips, I don't do anything else. My lips itself are already kind of dark, so when I add anything darker on top of it, it just makes my lips look really dark. So when I went in with this color, this is MAC as well, it's in the color WHIRL. It was just almost too dark for me just right now, only because I'm really pale. So the pale skin, dark lips, it's not my thing. So I couldn't find my light lipstick. So what I did is I just took my concealer in that same color that we use for concealing the rest of my face, and just dabbed that in the center part of my lips. And then I just dabbed that until I got to the color that I actually wanted. So there's a tip. So I'm going to do my hair off camera, and then I'm back, changed, edges, all that. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my face again, and then I'm going to take a beauty blender and just dab in my highlight just to blend it out a little bit better so it doesn't look as cakey on my face. And then that's the finished look. You like the hair? This is my first time doing it. I think it's kind of cute. But that is all. What do you guys think? Cute? Yes. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe and stay tuned for another video. Bye!